Why you can't understand English but struggle to speak fluently? Here's what's the problem. How to solve the problem? How to fix it? Well, in this video, I will show you exactly why this happens with you or how to solve the problem. Well, my friends, you are not alone because as an English learner, I think initially we all face the problem, these things. Okay, so when you understand English but you can't speak fluently, this is, I think, not a problem. This is a problem you don't practice speaking so much enough with yourself. And hey, this is Tonmoy, and I am a Webflow and Wix developer. So if you need any website like a pro or any bug fixing problem solving, so you have to contact with me. I am always with you, and yes, you hire me for remote jobs. If you follow me, you can learn from myself and how I practice my English every day and what is my gesture, what is my attitude. Just copy me. I always say before my video, any of this video, just copy me how I practice my English and how I doing my practice every day, and every day is my video. So I will give you in this video a important strategy that gonna change your life, how you practice your daily routine. So let's dive in this video. Well, in this video I will show you 3 problems that gonna change your English fluency or English speaking. So you see that my YouTube thumbnail that why you properly can't speak in English. Well, this is a problem. Problem number 1, you too much focus your grammarly. Yes, as a English speaker, initially we always focus on grammarly. When you focus on your grammar, you don't learn from anything because grammar it's like a massive part of our life. So you see that everyone pro learner or English speaker, they don't focus or figure out in grammar. They just listen podcast, they listen people's talk and surround with self a Englishman. So you just copy there, you just copy me, and you have to do this something what you want or what you like to be a English speaker. This is very important, and I always say that don't focus in a grammar and listen podcast every day. It's gonna change your life. And problem number 2 is that it's a very important for ourselves. We don't practice so much enough speaking English. Yes, we are always and everyone want to speak in English. But this is the problem. We don't practice speaking English. This is the problem. So practice English every day and don't make a mistake afraid for practicing English. When you think that, yes, I can do that, and I make a sentence for making a sentence like, yes, here you see that a paddy fields, and you said this type of sentence you see, and making try to make a sentence. You see that there is a blue sky and there is a paddy field, and I see that lot of trees. This type of sentence you every day you practice, and when you practice this type of sentence, you see that your English fluency automatically grow up. Your English skill will automatically show up. So you have to just change your habits. You have to just change your mindset, what you speak or what you think. Well, now I will say you how do you practice English like a pro. Well, step number 1, as a beginner, you create a very easy sentence. Just in every days, I think in this day, whatever you do, whatever you like, what should you do in your life, just think. When you think and after finishing think, you create a sentence like an easy word, like a baby. You just assume as a baby. Yes, when as a baby say, he says just stammering and dumbling. He don't say anything, and sometimes he make a mistake sentence. So you take this type of making sentence, and obviously mistake as a proof, mistake as a initial stage. When you mistake in your English learning, you get a best of opportunity for improving your English, for creating your sentence making. Otherwise, if you don't make any sentence, you don't get opportunity for making a sentence. So this type of sentence making every day you practice. Whatever you see in front of you, whatever you do in front of you, or whole the day of your life. So today's what you do, what you like, what you read, what you eat, this type of sentence you making. And after finished your journey, this type of sentence making, you see that yes, you can do that. You can do some easy sentence, you can create some easy sentence. I think Max sounds good. Really? Okay, so let's try. I think we can now we'll make a sentence, easy word. Well, now I wake up in morning. Obviously you wake up in morning, I know that, and then you eat, and then you brush your teeth and clean your t-shirt, and after that you go in your school for studying. Well, obviously everyone has a goal for go to abroad or go to a good jobs. So that's why you have a lots of information, intention, or encouragement, desire. Now we will start another sentence making. Now you will see that behind my lots of trees, lots of paddy fields, lots of rice fields and rivers is going through in an ocean. So this type of sentence you just make. Yes, as an initial stage you failed, you make a mistake, you don't make a sentence in right way, but this is not a problem. Yes, this is not a problem. You just practice. I think as the initial stage or initially as an English learner, we are always think that if I fail this type of question, I think you don't get in your head. Obviously, this type of question you don't get in your head. You just say that yes, sounds like a good. I make a sentence. Now I will try making a sentence. Okay, let's go. Start. I have to go in market for buying some medicine for my mother, for my parents. I think that doesn't worry. Some pro-English learner, they say that your English is so much bad because your sentence structure is bad, your verb, auxiliary verb, you don't obey where you finished your auxiliary verb. So people say you, but you don't hear there any intention, there any confirmation things. So if you see there this type of question, you get a despaired, you get a depression, and then you give up. You don't make any sentence, you don't try to speak in English. So after that you get so much anxiety. So from today, don't hear any type of question from others people who don't want to speak in English, because in your way, in your path, you are only person who want to speak in English. So you are only one. There is no anyone compete with you. You just practice your English, and yes, one day you will get a massive result. This type of question you just practice. I think you understand. And now problem number 3. I think this problem we are all face every day, and in the fear, because of fear we sometimes give up. We don't go through our intention, we don't reach our dream. This is problem number 3, is that we are always afraid of making sentence making, I think, mistake. We are afraid of making mistake. You know that mistake is a proof as a learner. When you learn any skill, I think it's a proof that you make a sentence, you make anything. Well, from today, take a decision. Don't worry about that. What decision you take today, this is right or wrong. It doesn't matter. You just take your decision and yes, start your journey. When you start your journey, you find out your problem. No one can say your problem. You just find out your problems and start your journey. When every day you practice your English, one day you will get a fluency. One day you will get a good observation. what you practice or what is the way you practice in your English. And I always say that practice makes happy, practice makes genius, practice makes intellectual. That gonna people after finishing your journey say that yes, the boy is so much crazy, the boy is so much intelligent, but they don't know what is the weapon of making sentence, what is the go through in your journey. This, and yes, this is a main thing. So sustain your discipline, keep your consistency. Every day you practice, you just stick to and climb to in your journey. Every day you just take a decision that yes, today I have to make the sentence and speak English fluently. This type of intention, when you get in your mind or put in your mind, the God will automatically this thing give you what you want, what your desire, what should you do in your life. And yes, you know that consistency makes successful, discipline makes happy for every journey. So I always every day practice my English, and this type of question I ask yourself. So what is your question, what is your main intention watching from this video till the end? And then you ask me what is your problem, what is your confliction for learning English. And after that I obviously pick up your question, your comment, which is so much viral, which is so much preferable. And then I really appreciate you and I announce your name in my channel. So from today, you just take your journey and start your journey, which is so much preferable, which is so much better for you. Are you still there? I am so much happy and sounds good. Yes. You create a make sense. Make sure that you are so much confident, you are so much fluent. No one can be overnight fluent. No one can be overnight rich. I always say in my video, no one can be rich in overnight. Who can reach or who can be rich in overnight? It's maybe luck or it's maybe a God-gifted prize, but it's no for you. You have to hard work, you have to practice your English like me. So obviously just copy me, what I am doing in everyday my lifestyle, what I am saying in my life, and what's my attitude, what's my desire, this type of question, this type of intention you put in your mind. So I hope you understand the problem number 3. You are afraid of making mistake. So from this today, take a decision. I always say again, from this today, take a decision and don't afraid of making mistake. Mistake is a proof, my friend. Yes, mistake is a proof. As a learner, when you mistake, you get an opportunity. Don't be anxiety, don't be depressed. Mistake creates or so much facilities for creating, for earning, or etc. What you want. I think let's share a story. When you start a business, I say you before in my video, when you start a business, at first you failed. Obviously you failed, and you survey that most of the rich man people at first on initial project, they failed. They don't create lots of money, they don't earning lots of money in their initial project. They failed and again failed. And after fail, they earning a lots of money in their life. But in the back-end side or behind the successful side, we don't see any successful person, and they don't share the behind story. They just share their story in front of their earning money. They said that always, yes, I buy the Rolls Royals, I buy the Mercedes, I buy the BMW, for showing that. But you don't prelude, you don't pretend they are look at this thing, this type of thing. You just practice, and again you have to be rich, you have to be go through, you have to be go in your goal, in your set of your destination, your dream. Just from today take a decision what you do, what you want. And yes, after finishing your journey, you have to go through in your journey, in your destination, and yes, you get a result. I hope you understand problem number 3. And I think from these 3 topics, I think these 3 problems, which problems you always face in your regular lives, or from these 3 problems, which problems you will take today? Let me know in my comment section. I am waiting for you. And yes, I am really so much happy that you are listening my video, you are watching my video. And I survey that today's my video, most of my followers, they are watching my video, but this is the problem is here, that they don't subscribe, they don't like, they don't comment in my video. Just let me know in my comment section what is your thought, what is your intention, and from today what you take a small decision, what you take with a small method to try change your life, to improving your skill. I hope I am really, when I am listening your thoughts, I am watching your comment in my comment section, I am really so much glad. And I am also pick up your comment, which is so much better, which is so much indispensable, or which is so much important for me. And yes, Max sounds good, sounds great. So now today I am bye bye, tata, love you, and practice every day. Every day you practice. Without practice, you don't go your journey, you don't go in your destination. You just see that or watch that in Google or YouTube. Most of the rich people, they practice, they hard work, they don't want to be rich, they don't get anything in overnight, they just practice their journey, they are earning money solution. And yes, this is the thing, you have to do the same, you have to do the same in your life.